I keep seeing this trend with a lot of weird ice cream flavors. Mac and cheese, everything bagel. It's gross. So let's end this once for all. So today we're making weird ice cream flavors. I thought of 3 that were weird enough. I'm actually a big fan of combining sweet and savory. There's a threshold of just like, how far are we gonna push it to the point where it's like, is this dumb? I don't know. So that's why we're here today. So with that being said, let's make this, shall we? Okay, we got mac and cheese ice cream, wasabi ice cream, and buttered croissant. Look, we all know the buttered croissant is probably gonna be the best, okay? You want me to pretend like that doesn't sound like the best? Ooh, who's gonna win? That's not what this is about. It's more so if we can get all 3 of these to potentially taste good. It's all gonna start with the base custard, which you'll make by first adding 7 large egg yolks to a medium-sized bowl. To that, you'll mix in 1 cup or 180 grams of granulated sugar and a small pinch of salt. Whisk till combined, then in a medium-sized sauce pot, combine 1.5 cups or 355 milliliters of whole milk, 2.25 cup or 540 milliliters of heavy cream. Now pause. This is the point where things will change depending on which flavor you choose, but very briefly, let me describe a custard making process. You heat the milkies to a steamy heat. God, no boiling, please. A little bit of the hot liquid to the yolks to temper them. Whisk it together, you add it all back, gently heating and mixing until the thickening properties of those yolks make a lovely custard. Then you churn it, all right? It's easy, that's how it works. Now for the mac and cheese version, you'll heat those creamy milkies over medium-low till hot and steamy, then you'll add 3 Parmigiano rinds to it. Do not let this mixture boil or simmer for any amount of time. As I said before, you wouldn't want to upset. Right, cut the heat and let that steep for 15 minutes, then remove your rinds, heat it back to a steamy heat, no boiling. Then add a couple ladles of your milkies to your egg sugar mix, whisking it together, continue adding liquid until your yolks are hot, then add all that mixture back to your sauce pot with the milkies. Now let that bad boy heat over medium-low, stirring often until your mixture begins to thicken. It should cling to a spoon nicely. Then add 3 packets of Kraft mac and cheese. Yeah, I know, terrible, all right? I'm basically looking to mimic that Van Leeuwen ice cream that we've seen across the terrible world of Twitter, which, by the way, great ice cream company. Now, once that clings nicely to the back of a spoon, strain it into a bowl, set over an ice bath, and stir until completely cold. Pour that into a prepared ice cream machine, which if you have the budget, I would really recommend just dishing out and getting one with a compressor, all right? You don't have to wait for the base to freeze at all. It does all the work for you. It's 10 times easier, but you can also totally do this in a non-compressor based machine. Oh, what's that? You don't even have an ice cream maker? Well, don't you worry, because I've already shown you how to make it completely manually. Link in the description for that. So don't start whining with me, all right? You can churn it in whatever you want. Churn for 45 minutes or until you get a lovely smooth ice cream. Pop into a container that allows for proper scoopage. Lid it and pop it in the freezer overnight. Now, moving on to wasabi. This one's much easier. Make the base as usual, 7 egg yolks in the bowl, 1 cup or 180 grams of sugar, stir to combine. You got your cream, your milk, you're heating it, it's steamy hot. Then in a small bowl, add 2 teaspoons or 3 grams of matcha powder and spoon a couple tablespoons of your custard into that. Whisk together nicely, then pour your matcha mixture back into your base custard, temper your yolks, whisk it together, pour back in your sauce pot, continue heating over medium-low, stirring frequently until glossy, thicken, and clings to the back of a spoon with a loose custard texture like this. Strain that into your ice bath setup, followed by 3 tablespoons or 23 grams of fresh grated wasabi.
That's the good stuff right there.
Wow, Josh using an inaccessible ingredient again. Oh my lord. Let's go to Twitter and cry, I want to have someone to fresh wasabi. Look, it's totally cool if you can't get your hands on it or you don't want to spend the money on it. I respect that. You can use the fake wasabi at the store. It doesn't really matter because this is such a disgusting concept as it is. Now follow that with 1 tablespoon or 14 grams of sake, mixed till combined, cool completely, and yet again churn your ice cream in your ice cream maker. You know, if I didn't know there was wasabi in here, I might just say that it doesn't look disgusting, but it's there, so. Now once it's done, bag it, tag it, and freeze it. Last but not least is the buttered croissant ice cream. Albeit the least strange, it has its own mysterious elements to it. First, get yourself 4 croissants, cut those into 1-inch cubes, spread it out evenly on a baking sheet, and place it in an oven, preheated to 350 Fahrenheit, and bake those, stirring occasionally until dried and light golden brown, like little croutons. About 6 to 8 minutes. Now remove that and let it cool completely. On another baking sheet, ideally a half sheet, spread out half a cup or 36 grams of milk powder. Yo. Pop that into your 350 oven for about 1 minute. Now keep a close eye because it does burn easily and very quickly. Once you have some nice deep golden browning, pull it out, scrape up any stuck bits, and add that to your milkies while your custard is just beginning to heat. Now make your custard as you did before, but once the custard base is done and about to be strained, stop there, don't strain it, and instead whisk in 3/4 of all of your croissant croutons, which will naturally be significantly less than you think because you ate too many of them. Now let that steep in the hot custard for 10 minutes and then strain it into your ice bath setup. Chill completely completely. Then churn that bad boy as we've previously done, and once that churn is about 1 minute out from being completely done, add in the remaining quarter of your croissant croutons and let those disperse evenly. Take it out of your ice cream machine, into a storage container, lid it, and yet again freeze overnight. Now I will say each of these ice creams had very different textural properties. The mac and cheese scooped so beautifully and luxuriously, to my surprise. The buttered croissant, quite nice as well, and the wasabi was too gross, knowing what was in it, so who cares? But let's put myself through this for absolutely no reason and taste test this. So we have 3 weird ice cream flavors. We're putting the trend to an end. Okay, buttered croissant, mac and cheese, wasabi. Right off the bat, I feel like I'm gonna prefer this one. But we'll start with the worst one. No more of that.
That is bad.
I think there's a way to make this better. That's also not necessary. All right, next up, macaroni and cheese. Texturally, it's ridiculously smooth. Hear me out. This is actually good. Whatever the hell is in that packet made this ridiculously smooth and velvety. What's wrong with like a cheese ice cream, right? There's cheese dessert, cheesecake. I like this. This is... Now, last, buttered croissant. A day-to-day choice, I would probably choose the buttered croissant, but it's getting a little spicy, a little wacky. I'm gonna choose the Kraft mac and cheese ice cream. That being said, we have a winner and a semifinalist. But you wanna know what's not a semifinalist? Bean rolls.